What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there today. I'm sitting here at my desk, minding my own business, doing some notes for some upcoming videos, and my phone started to go crazy. I immediately think it's Kyle because he's pretty needy, but no. Cam Akers of the Los Angeles Rams has ruptured his Achilles tendon. He is done for the year, and this is a blow to fantasy football because this guy may be one of the most hyped running backs coming in to the 2021 fantasy football season. A lot of people expecting huge things from Cam Akers, but now we may not get to see it here until 2022. So what does that mean for the 2021 fantasy football season? Well, start getting used to the name Daryl Henderson. And this is a name we've talked about a lot over the last few weeks. Kyle actually made a video just on Cam Akers, comparing him to Daryl Henderson and how a lot of the metrics that these guys performed at in 2020 were eerily similar. So now moving forward here in 2021, can we realistically expect huge things from Daryl Henderson? Honestly, I think that we really can. The guy is basically capable of the same things as Cam Akers. He just hasn't been given that opportunity yet, right? Well, now he's definitely going to get his opportunity, and there's really nobody to take it from him as of right now. Look at their depth chart. Right now, the closest guy in the depth chart to him is Xavier Jones. Who the hell is Xavier Jones, right? Are we worried about Raymond Calais? I don't think we are. It's all Daryl Henderson all the time in LA as of right now. We know their offensive line is improved, and now Matthew Stafford is in town. What's Matthew Stafford going to do? Well, he's going to keep defenders outside of the box, right? With the likes of Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee, he can stretch the field, keep the boxes light, and give Daryl Henderson more opportunity to find those holes and let blocks develop down the field. Now, despite in 2020, Daryl Henderson only getting 154 total touches, he still finished among all running backs in the NFL in the top 25 in red zone touches with 35. That's a big number. Total touchdowns with 6. Yards per touch with 5.1. Breakaway runs, which are runs over 15 yards, with 6 of those. And then 7 goal line carries. This guy is absolutely capable of performing at a high level. But there's 2 other stats that we kind of talked about last week when we were looking for explosive running backs. Those 2 stats were DVOA and success rate. A lot of terms that people may not be familiar with, but listen, DVOA is defense adjusted value over average. It's really the representation of value on a per play basis over an average running back in the same game situations, right? So guys in the same game situations, how do they perform compared against each other? The higher the DVOA rating, the better the player's performance, the more above average he is. Well, in DVOA, Daryl Henderson finished 4th among all running backs in the NFL, and that is a huge number, very much outperforming the average. The other we talked about was success rate. Now, success rate really represents a player's consistency, right? And the definition of a successful running play here is going to be really dependent on down and distance. It's 2nd and 4. How often is he successful in picking up just those 4 yards in order to make it a successful rushing attempt? That's kind of how this is based, but when you look at success rate, he finished 11th overall among all NFL running backs. Some great numbers for Daryl Henderson. We know Malcolm Brown no longer in the picture. He's in Miami, and now no Cam Akers could lead to 250 plus touches for Daryl Henderson. Remember, this is not some guy that was just picked up off waivers. You know, he wasn't selling hot dogs on the street a week ago. This guy was a 3rd round pick by this same coaching regime. He's still one of their guys, right? He's still part of what they brought in. They're going to give him this opportunity, and he's a great blend of a safe running back and able to pick up that first down and has that big play ability. So now that we move forward, we're looking at 2021 fantasy football. What can we realistically expect from Daryl Henderson? And honestly, my expectations aren't much different than what they were for Cam Akers. There aren't a whole lot of running backs that we've talked about in the past year that have that opportunity for getting close to 300 total touches. Daryl Henderson has that potential this year, right? I mean, I don't think he sees 300, but he's definitely going to be in the neighborhood of 260 to 275 or so total touches, which is definitely great value. That's what we're looking for. And the decline in running backs in your fantasy football drafts happens so fast that it's hard to find guys like that. Now, Cam Akers was going right there, beginning of the second round or so. I don't think Daryl Henderson goes that early in drafts, but I have to think here over the next 2 weeks or so, when we really start to get into prime draft season, once we hit August and some preseason, the guy's ADP is going to continue to climb the more that people talk about him. So you may be able to get him at a little bit of a discount now, but it's going to start skyrocketing, and it's going to skyrocket quick. I wouldn't be quick to sell him here this year, but he's definitely a name that can help you in fantasy football in 2021. So do not forget about Daryl Henderson. He's definitely somebody who, in my opinion, could end the year with 1,200 total yards, right in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 touchdowns. And honestly, I'll take that as my running back 2 all day long. It sucks, right? It sucks to lose somebody like a Cam Akers this early in the offseason, but it happens every single year. Those who adapt the quickest are the ones that pay the biggest dividends. I mean, they really benefited from the most, right? Because they're really paying attention to these things. That's why we ask, hey, subscribe to this channel all year long so you get these breaking news updates and you know how to handle things going forward. We're all about trying to inform you and making you better at fantasy football, and these videos are no different. So hopefully you're having a great day here today. Crazy news, right? But we'll keep you updated all throughout the offseason and let you know if anything changes. We'll also be updating our draft guide here in the coming hours and days. So that'll be pushed out to everybody who's purchased our draft guide. So hopefully you have a great rest of your day. I want to let you know about this right now, though, but we'll talk to you later.